I'm going to just jump straight into it. LeBron James is his 10th finals appearance. Okay, let's add some context to this. LeBron James, 2007. What he was 22? He in the finals with one of the weakest supporting cast. And we all can
Go
agree
get him,
on that.
guys. A lot of energy, a lot of focus.
Anybody say that supporting cast wasn't weak, you crazy. You just a hater and you don't even know basketball. Who the second top scorer on that team? Who's the second best player on that team? All right, we're going to end that one right there. But he goes up against the Tim Duncan and the Justice League, the Spurs. He gets swept. Okay. Inexperienced team, young superstar, weak supporting cast, Duncan being who he is and the Spurs being who they is, you expect that. All right. The man gets to another finals. I ain't even going to jump to all the teams he was killing throughout the playoffs and cracking niggas' heads and all the triple-double, all that before 2010 in the off season when he joined up with Wade and Bosh. They was on their way to Chicago and it almost been Dark Rose in that equation. At one point in time, they was talking to Kevin Durant, and Kevin Durant was ready to join that equation. But ultimately, M.L.E. too and Chris Paul, they all had them conversations. But ultimately, Chris Bosh, Wade, LeBron. Wade was already thinking about leaving. A lot of y'all don't realize that because y'all didn't watch Wade say it out his own mouth. And it's an interview that shows that. But the man gets to that hurdle. They say, Wade and them say, man, we couldn't get past Boston. We couldn't beat Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, and Rondo by ourselves. So they got together. Make it to the finals. This is second finals, and he choked. The boy played badly on offense. Good defense. Good defense. But for a superstar player, for him to only average 17 points, it was unacceptable. He said it himself. His performance was unacceptable. And credit Dallas. Credit the coach. Credit Dirk and the rest of them boys how they played defense on him. Also, he gets sweat. He lose. He didn't get swept. My bad. That slipped out. I'm jumping ahead. He lose to Dallas in humiliating fashion. He come back next year with a chip on his shoulder. Dominates the league. Y'all know the little conversation he had with Wade. Wade said he went to him, we can't do this unless you're the leader, and I'm going to teach you everything I know to be great and be as great as I know you are. Kind of like the same thing LeBron is doing with AD right now. And we might see that completion Wednesday and in a completion of this NBA Finals. But he get his first chip against Kevin Durant and the Big Three OKC. Let's stop trying to downplay every team LeBron plays like they wasn't good teams. The Big Three OKC. Multiple All-NBA players on that team, multiple All-Stars. And they was the favorites to win it. OKC. So stop downplaying that. They was actually the favorites. LeBron only been a favorite to win a title twice so far, now 3. All right, now he gets his first chip. This is his 3rd time in the finals. He come back next year. He got the MVP too, and the finals MVP. And then come back the next year, get another ring, finals MVP, another MVP. And I ain't even count the MVPs he got before that. We already know. Whatever. They go back the 3rd time. Me personally, I feel as though they should have won every ring in Miami But I'm not going to discredit the teams that they played and the coaches for doing a hell of a job against them. People will always leave that out like they played a bunch of nobodies. He lost a second time to the Spurs. And I could get into the whole Dallas team and all that. I'll break that down. Not right now, though. But a lot of people don't try to put respect on Dallas. Like, Dallas didn't sweep the Lakers and run through the West just to get to Miami. Everybody forget Kobe sent LeBron that text and said, find a team, find a city that you like, but I'm still walking away with this chip. But he ended up getting swept by Dallas. And then Dallas got to the Heatles and beat the brakes off of them. Put some respect on Dirk's name for that real quick. All right, now let's jump back to it. He loses to the Spurs. It's 2014. Kawhi Leonard gets Finals MVP. LeBron James averaging near triple-double on 28 points scoring. And they gave Kawhi Leonard the Finals MVP for the defense he played. Not that he went out there and was just crushing them dudes. For the defense he played on LeBron James, who averaged 28 points, damn near triple-double. I think it was 9 and 8, 8 and 7. I'm not sure that on them parts exactly, but it's a near triple-double on 28 point triple-double he averaged in that series. I feel as though Tony Parker should have got that Finals MVP for real. He was actually robbed. But, okay. That's when we start seeing the media bias and the bias going against LeBron. Especially when they said they tired of keep giving LeBron awards every year. We can't just keep giving him the MVP. He got robbed a few times, whatever. MJ got robbed. I believe Kobe got robbed. But, whatever. Now, he leaves Miami. Him and Pat Riley had some little problems or whatever. But the man go back to Cleveland. First year with Cleveland, new roster, new coach. Back to his old organization that don't even like him and he don't like them. But he said, I'm going to put my pride to the side and I'm going to do this for the city. He takes him to the finals with David Blatt, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love. Both hurt, don't play. Second best player is Matthew Dellavedova. And according to the haters, I guess that was a lot of help on the scoring end. Because you got Matthew Dellavedova. He's a great scorer. But, bro, he lose to the Golden State Warriors. And everybody keep trying to downplay for the people who don't know what was going on. Yeah, Klay Thompson was an all-star. Let's just cut that out. Steph Curry was great. Klay was great. Draymond played exceptionally well. But like I said, Matthew Dellavedova was his second best player, the second best scorer. Most of y'all don't even know who the fuck Matthew Dellavedova is. All right. I can let that go and say that could go either way. I can let that go and say it go either way, even with Matthew Dellavedova. Because I done talked to plenty of people. They like, I'm like, LeBron going against super teams. People crying about he got a super team. He been going against super teams his whole career. And the dude said, man, he a super team by himself. And I just shut up like, damn, you believe he that great? I don't even believe he that great. He a super team by himself. Okay, whatever. Now, 2016. Bro, I had money on this series. And I was mad as shit when they went down 3-1. They went down 3-1 to a 73-win team with 3 All-Stars on it. Iguodala, exceptional bench. It was destined for them to get this chip. They up 3-1. I'm talking about, I'm betting, and I ain't just bet, I got bet game by game and on the series. So I'm cashing out, but I'm down. And I'm down 3-1. I'm mad. I'm mad. And then somehow LeBron do something that never happened in NBA history. And mind you, 2015, he led both teams in multiple categories, averaged over 30, and I forgot to tell you, Andre Iguodala got Finals MVP for the defense he played on LeBron James. Not because he went out there and was crushing them dudes, scoring, doing it all over the floor, doing everything. For the defense he played in key moments. Not in key moments throughout the series, just in key moments, and I think they was really just counting the closeout game. Just for key moments, you could play good defense and get the Finals MVP. That was a joke. You got Finals MVP for a man on a dude that averaged 30 on you. Is you fucking serious? Not only 30, he led your team in multiple categories and his own team. Bro, that was a joke. Let me jump back to 2016. The boy come back from 3-1. Everybody keeps saying, oh, they're going to win a cup. Even if he win a couple games, this series still over. Now, I got a problem with what Stephen A. Smith said. I got to hit them all. I got to get all of them. All these clowns will be just saying the ridiculous takes. I got to get them. Stephen A. said, oh, don't get me started on 2016 when LeBron got that stimulus pack. See, I told y'all when they first said LeBron James was going to the finals, I said Monday, you're about to see a whole different narrative switch. They're going to pump up Miami like Miami is the Lakers' Achilles heel because, oh, they know LeBron. They know his game. Spo was a great coach. He got to the finals without LeBron. It's been 6 years, nigga. That's a long time. That's over half a decade. That's a long time. And to be honest, Spo ain't did much without all them superstars. So if we going to say Doc Rivers is not a great coach because he had all them stars, and that's how he got his first ring, and we going to say Steve Kerr is not a great coach because when you got all them stars, it ain't much coaching you got to do. Then we can't say Spo was a great coach until he proved it. Now, this year, yes, he's a good coach. He's an exceptional coach for what he did with this team this year. This year. Not the years prior and shit. This year, yes, he's a good coach. Not a great one. A good one. He got to prove it. It's the same shit y'all did with the Clippers. Y'all crowning people before they actually deserve it. Let them boys earn it. Let them put in the work. But I told y'all the narrative was going to switch. Now it's not. They barely even talk about Miami too much. It's straight switch to, well, LeBron, even if he win, he going to get his fourth ring. Four rings still ain't 6. And we could talk about the rings that he did get. Stephen A. Smith said he got a stimulus package. He was down 3-1. And this crazy thing Draymond did got him ejected for that game. And Iggy and Bogut was playing hurt. Oh, wow. We making excuses for teams blowing 3-1 leads? You got the great Steph Curry on the team. You got Klay Thompson. You got all these. You got this great support cat. They won 73 games. Not just because of Draymond. And then I'm looking at game 7. And I'm pretty sure he ended that with a triple-double, didn't he? Just like he ended the Nuggets series. We'll get to see the Nuggets series in a minute. But 3-1 lead, bro. And I'm pretty sure Iggy was in that game 7 and so was Draymond. So you had, even if you could say, oh, all right, yo missed that one game. It's a 3-1 lead. They still had multiple games with all these players on the court to get these boys out of there. LeBron, Kyrie, Love said no. No, that's not happening. We going home with this. Kyrie balled out his mind. Hit a tremendous clutch shot. And then LeBron iced the game with his free throw. After that clutch block. And then, Kyrie knocked him down. Put the boys on skates. Steph Curry can't guard you. You know what I mean? But, stimulus package. Is you serious? A 3-1 lead? It's no excuse for that. I don't want to hear it. Shut the fuck up, Steven. Stephen A. bitch. Shut up. That was just stupid. They blew a 3-1 lead. The unanimous MVP. Couldn't do nothing. They cried and went and called KD. We need another star. Y'all won 73 games. It's 3 All-Stars. Iggy and Bogut on the bench. Y'all won 73 games. We need another superstar to beat LeBron James, who only had 3 stars. They Cavs was still outmatched, but I could still say it was kind of a evenly matched series. Because you got 3 stars going against 3 stars. You got an MVP on this team. You got an MVP on that team. Yeah, Warriors got a better supporting cast, but I believe in these 3 stars more than I believe in that whole team. I believe LeBron know how to rally and lead these players to play to the level they need to be at. All right, he get that chip. Come back from 3-1. Lead both teams in multiple categories: points, rebounds, blocks, assists. Shit that MJ never did, Kobe never did, a lot of great players never did. Get a man his flowers. Get a man his props. He did that. And to jump to the Nuggets series real quick, he led both teams in points, rebounds, and assists. For the people who say, well, I believe Anthony Davis is the real MVP of this series. You wasn't watching the fucking series. Because I just told you. He led both teams in points, rebounds, and assists. Yes, AD is a beast on defense. He's the defensive anchor, of course. And should have been Defensive Player of the Year. He got snubbed. His numbers was better than Giannis. They robbed the man. Now, 2017, KD Warriors. Nobody expected anybody to beat them. They swept their way through the whole playoffs and only lost 1 game in the finals to LeBron James. To the LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Nobody expected LeBron to beat them. Is you a 73-win team just added KD along with another MVP, and KD just was the reigning MVP? Is you fucking serious? I put my money on that series on the Warriors, nigga. That's a no-brainer. Then they come back the following year. Kyrie forced his way out of Cleveland. Everybody said LeBron won't make it to another finals without Kyrie. But Kyrie will lead Boston to the finals. I said y'all super stupid, and whatever y'all smoking is more stronger than Coke. That crack you smoking is the strongest crack on earth. It's no way Kyrie leading Boston to the finals. I called it. And Kyrie, one of my favorite players, top 10 that I root for. In my top 10 of players that I root for. But I know his capability. The man is arriving. He's not a Batman. He's not leading nobody to no finals. Get that out of your head. He just don't have the leadership skills. He got the scoring skills, yes. But he don't have the leadership skills. He's not doing that, no. And then LeBron, mid-season, the Cleveland Cavaliers trade damn near their whole roster for a bunch of bench players. Get Isaiah Thomas out of here. Derrick Rose got to go. Wade, come on, get him out of here. Jay Crowder, all these dudes got to get up out of here. Kevin Love hurt. He playing while he injured. He's not giving the same production that he usually get. The man averaged 17 points as the second leading scorer, if I'm not mistaken. Check that for me, bro. All right. Bro, they changed to a whole different roster mid-season. And what happened after that? Everybody said, they definitely not getting to the finals. Only player that wasn't a bench player was George Hill. And a lot of y'all didn't even know who the fuck George Hill was when y'all got him. He was down in the Kings. No media, no real marketing. You don't really see their games, so you don't really see what's going on with George Hill. But he started for the Kings. They sent Derrick Rose down there. But the rest of them was bench players. All the playmakers is gone. All the starters is gone. He dragged a bunch of bench players to the finals after they said he wouldn't do it without Kyrie. But he had to go up against the same KD Warriors that he played the year prior with Kyrie. A scoring beast is off the team now, and your second scorer is Kevin Love. They get swept. Y'all can blame J.R. Smith for this, that, and the third. All right, whatever. LeBron played tremendous. Came straight out, 51-point game. You already know what he averaged for the series. He did his job. Now, when we say a player choke, this is what choking is. When you don't play to your normal capability, you don't average the same shit that you normally average when you out there on that floor or better, you choke. That's what choking is. And plenty of players done it, but the man ain't choked. He did his job. He just was outmatched, overpowered, ran into a dynasty. Next year, he goes to L.A. They the fourth seed. They playing good. But we all know he not winning no chip with this team. So if he make the playoffs, he's going to lose. And you already know the criticism he going to get. He lose in the playoffs. He lose period, he getting criticism. Even in a regular season, he get criticized like a motherfucker. He lose a regular season game. Like y'all done seen a player or a team that won 82 games. Cut it out. But he tried to make the trade for AD. It don't go through. The media's mad. Everybody, oh, he's trying to trade his team to get AD. He ain't this, he ain't that, he ain't shit. He gonna hurt them little dudes' feelings. This the NBA. I ain't trying that shit. This ain't the NBA. Don't play. It ain't about feelings. It ain't about how you feel. It's about your production level. And them dudes wasn't playing how they was supposed to be playing for them to be lottery picks. Let's just keep it 100. Okay. He gets injured. AD also get injured. Pelicans don't make it. Lakers don't make it. Off season, the trade goes through. They say this team gonna be probably a fourth seed. Once they round out the roster, this team full of misfits and players that nobody wanted. Rondo is washed up. No such thing as playoff Rondo anymore. JaVale McGee is a joke. Dwight Howard, we already know they was calling him a joke too. Boogie got injured. That's how Dwight Howard came into play. They had to sign Alex Caruso. What you gonna do with a G League player? He on a two-way contract. They pick up Quinn Cook. Golden State Warriors reject. Man. They called KCP a joke. He only in the league because of LeBron. They not gonna be number one in the West. They not gonna be the best team in the league. The Clippers is the best team. Kawhi is the best player. Kawhi Jordan. Him and Paul George, the best two-way players since Michael Jordan and Pippen. They going to get a ring. They got it this year. That's what everybody's saying. That's what the media's saying. People who was Lakers fans jumped off ship and bandwagon the Clippers, who never won anything, never been to a conference finals. But for somehow, they this great team. Such a great team and a championship team. They just waiting on the playoffs. Playoffs get here. They still struggling. And everybody like, we just waiting on the off season. It went from waiting on the playoffs to waiting on the off season. They blow a 3-1 lead to the Nuggets. Wow. Meanwhile, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and the Lakers, gentlemen, swept their way to the finals. The same team that beat them, LeBron closed them out with a 38-point triple-double, led both teams in points, rebounds, and assists. Both teams. And now he's in the NBA Finals, his 10th Finals. And instead of just giving the man his props, congratulating him, like I told y'all, you can't congratulate a man and then say but. There's a lot of y'all I'm seeing doing that. Yeah, I'm going to give him his credit. I give him his credit, but. But what? Yeah, I could say Anthony Davis is the MVP of this series and this, that, and the third. How the fuck is he the MVP of the series? And I just told you, LeBron led both teams in points, rebounds, and assists. LeBron James is AD idol. He's teaching the man and I'm pretty sure he about to pass him the baton. All AD need is this experience that he getting right now, some few clutch moments, and learn how to pass that ball like LeBron and he taking over. I said it. I said it. Yep, I said it. Now, they got to pump up each team to make it seem like, I don't know why they do it, but they it's just like they pray for the man downfall. Portland is the greatest 8th seed we seen in NBA history. They got shot. The Lakers, they whip their ass, close them out. Oh, the Rockets ain't Portland. 2 MVPs. That small ball going to tear them apart. They like to shoot threes. It's going to kill the Lakers. They humiliated the Rockets. Gentlemen sweep, 4-1. Oh, the Nuggets, they just beat the greatest team in the NBA. They beat Kawhi Jordan and Paul Pippen. They the comeback kids. They could really upset the Lakers. This is going to be a 7-game series. Nuggets get down 3-1. They got the Lakers right where they want them. Is you fucking serious? They too inexperienced to beat the Lakers. I told y'all that. They was too inexperienced. I don't care how great of a scorer Murray is or how great of a player Jokic is. And yes, they great. But experience came into play. And for people who think Malone need to be fired, you don't know basketball. I heard a lot of people say that maybe they should fire Malone because Michael Porter Jr., this, that, and third. Listen, it's a reason why Michael Porter Jr. didn't play a lot in that series. And y'all can look at, I could break it down for you, but if you go look at it yourself, you'll see. A lot of times when LeBron and them was attacking, they wanted that switch on Michael Porter Jr. and was scoring on him. He wasn't getting no deflects. He wasn't getting no steals. He got one block. Out of all them times he was guarding LeBron, he got one block, and then Malone took him out of the game. That was the adjustment Malone was trying to make because it was just too easy for LeBron to just keep scoring on him. Y'all not watching the game. Y'all got to see what's going on. You think that's why fans don't run the team. That's why fans ain't coaches. Because y'all didn't see that. Yes, Michael Porter Jr. can score. But is you willing to trade just a little bit of offense and say fuck your defense? No. He wanted to get some defensive presence on it in there to try to slow that man down. That's why he took him out the game. All that other narrative that people pushing, I don't want to hear. Malone is a great coach. They did something that no team ever did in NBA history, come back from 3-1 twice. This team is scrappy and gritty, and they got a lot of talent, and Malone got a good future with the Nuggets. Nobody really expected them to beat the Lakers except Lakers haters and LeBron haters. They gave that team they props, and everybody else should. Now, like I said, the narrative is not, oh, the man, you get number 4, the Lakers get the 17th ring, championship. Y'all jump straight to, well, he still ain't going to be better than Jordan. Even if he get this ring this year, he still ain't going to be better than MJ. Bro, it's still 4 more games to win. Nobody even, you don't hear the Lakers saying all that. Like, where did that even come from? But they had to switch the narrative because everything else didn't work. They had a narrative for every series. They had a narrative starting from the offseason. They had a narrative before the Lakers became the number 1 seed. All the narratives failed. So now they need a new narrative. They need a whole new narrative, and that's what they pushing right now. The East is weak. The East is weak. LeBron got to all those finals in the weak East. And I could go through the East, and I could tell you a lot of teams that had multiple All-Stars on them the whole time LeBron been in the East. It was multiple teams that had 3 All-Stars on there. And then 2015, y'all forgot the Atlanta Hawks had 4 All-Stars on their team. But we'll get to that in another time. I ain't going to do that right now. But that was the narrative. It's the Eastern Conference. The Eastern Conference. He won't do it in the West. The man is in the NBA Finals, bro. What do you mean he won't do it in the West? He's done it. But the job ain't over yet. Like I told y'all, we got 4 more. But the man been to 8 straight finals, 10 altogether. He got 3 chips. He battled tough competition. And since y'all want to pump up these teams, y'all can't say he didn't battle tough competition when y'all been pumping up the competition all year. That's where y'all push yourself into a corner. Y'all done pumped these teams up all year saying how great they was. So now you can't say he had a cakewalk. And if you want to say he had a cakewalk, that means he had a cakewalk in the East and he had a cakewalk in the West. You telling everybody he's that great? That he just walked through the whole NBA whenever he wants to? He that great? That's what y'all telling people. Y'all pushing yourself into that corner. That's a testament to his greatness if you say he had a cakewalk. In both conferences. What the fuck he gotta do? Ask them to add the Euro leagues into the NBA to try to make it more competitive? The guy without a jump shot, the guy who don't have a go-to move, the guy who got multiple MVPs and multiple championships, ran through multiple teams without a go-to move or a jump shot. That means your favorite player and all these stars you've been pumping up is weak. Because how you letting this man do that and he don't even have a go-to move? Y'all don't understand the shit y'all be saying? That's what y'all saying when y'all say this shit. The rest of the league is just weak as shit then if he don't have a go-to move, which he does though, and I could break all that down. But I'm just saying, bro, get a man his props, get a man his credit. Stop trying to create more narratives. Just enjoy greatness while you have it. There's no telling who's going to be the next to do these things that this player is doing. Lakers in Miami in the NBA Finals 2020.
I love it.